private jet touches down at Los Angeles International Airport. The camera catches a glimpse of custom interior, cream leather seats, champagne on ice, a woman reviewing scripts with designer reading glasses. $15 billion. That's not her net worth. That's how much money her films have made. She owns a $16 million mansion in Bel Air that most people will never even drive past. She wears jewelry worth more than houses. But here's what makes her story truly incredible. At 9 years old, she watched her father die in a car accident that shattered her entire world. From that broken little girl in New Jersey to becoming the highest grossing actress in cinema history, Zoe Saldaña didn't just survive Hollywood, she conquered it. And what she's doing with her fortune, that's where this story gets really interesting. But first, speaking of great deals, this video is sponsored by True Fairs. You know how Zoe always finds the best of everything? Well, True Fairs helps you do the same without the celebrity budget. Visit their website now and shop the latest deals. Seriously, don't miss out. Check it out today. The tragedy that built her, Zoe Yadira Saldaña Nazario, was born June 19, 1978, to Aridio Saldaña and Asalia Nazario. Her childhood was filled with salsa music, Spanish lullabies, and the warmth of Caribbean culture. Her father was her hero, a Dominican businessman with dreams as big as his daughter's future would become. Then, in one horrific moment, everything changed. Aridio was killed in a car accident. 9-year-old Zoe's world collapsed. The family, suddenly without their patriarch and primary provider, faced impossible choices. Her mother Asalia made a decision: pack up the girls and move to the Dominican Republic, where extended family could help and where healing might be possible. Most children who experience such trauma retreat inward. Zoe did something different. She danced. At ACOS Espacio de Danza Academy, she trained in ballet, jazz, and Latin dance for years. The discipline was brutal. Hours of practice until her feet bled, until her muscles screamed. But the music transported her somewhere her grief couldn't reach. Every pirouette was a tiny victory over tragedy. Every performance proved she was still alive, still fighting. That broken little girl was becoming something extraordinary. She just didn't know it yet. Hollywood wasn't ready for her. When the family returned to New York, teenage Zoe joined the Faces Theater group in Brooklyn. Directors noticed her immediately, this tall, striking young woman who commanded attention without trying. Her dancer's grace combined with raw emotional authenticity created something magnetic. Her first major role came in 2000's Center Stage, then Pirates of the Caribbean in 2003. But Hollywood kept trying to put her in boxes. The tough Latina, the exotic sidekick, the token diversity hire. Zoe refused to accept limitations. Then James Cameron called. The legendary director was creating something never attempted before, a fully CGI world requiring actors to perform entirely through motion capture. He needed someone whose physicality and emotional depth could translate through technology. He chose Zoe Saldaña to play Neytiri, the Na'vi princess who would become the heart of the most successful film ever made. Avatar didn't just break records, it shattered them, $2.92 billion worldwide, and Zoe Saldaña was suddenly the most bankable actress on the planet. The $30 million real estate empire. With success came the opportunity to build something lasting. Zoe chose real estate. In 2016, she purchased a Beverly Hills estate for $8.7 million. The property spans 5,500 square feet on nearly an acre, 6 bedrooms, a gourmet kitchen where she cooks her grandmother's Dominican recipes, a home theater, and grounds so private that paparazzi have never captured a single image inside. But that was just the beginning. In 2023, reports emerged of an even more impressive acquisition, a $16.2 million mansion in Bel Air, one of the most exclusive neighborhoods on Earth. Neighbors include billionaires, tech moguls, and the entertainment industry's biggest names. Her combined real estate portfolio now exceeds $30 million. These aren't just homes, they're fortresses of privacy for raising 3 boys away from Hollywood's chaos. Their investments appreciating every year. They're proof that the girl who lost everything at 9 years old has built something no one can take away. Garage goals. Her driveway tells its own story. A Tesla Model X, fully loaded at over $120,000, reflects her environmental consciousness while providing space for her 3 sons. A Range Rover Sport worth approximately $100,000 handles the demands of school runs and weekend adventures. A Mercedes-Benz S-Class exceeding $150,000 waits for red carpet nights. Total value approaching $500,000, but unlike celebrities with 50-car collections gathering dust, these vehicles see daily use. They're tools for the life she's built, not trophies collecting attention. Red carpet royalty. If there's one area where Zoe indulges completely, it's fashion. Versace, Dolce & Gabbana, Armani Privé, Valentino. The world's greatest designers compete to dress her. At the 2024 Golden Globes, she wore a custom creation requiring over 200 hours of handwork, each bead placed by artisans whose families have practiced these crafts for generations. The gown's estimated value exceeded $200,000. And the jewelry, Bulgari diamonds, Chopard emeralds, Cartier everything. Individual pieces regularly exceed $500,000 in value. While many are borrowed for events, some have found permanent homes in her personal collection, investments in wearable art. The love that changed everything. In 2013, Zoe met Marco Perego, an Italian artist and former professional soccer player. They married just 3 months later, a decision that seemed impulsive but has proven remarkably enduring. Together, they've built something more valuable than any mansion. Twin boys Sai Iridio and Bowie Ezio arrived in 2014. Sai named after Zoe's father, ensuring Iridio's memory lives in the next generation. Zen followed in 2017. The couple made an unusual choice with their names. Both took both surnames, becoming the Perego Saldañas. Marco publicly advocated for this, wanting his sons to understand that their mother's identity was equally important. The family operates in 3 languages: English, Spanish, and Italian. They travel extensively to maintain connections to their Dominican, Puerto Rican, and Italian heritage. Every decision reflects intentionality about raising global citizens who understand their multicultural blessing. The Golden Globe triumph. Just when it seemed Zoe had achieved everything possible, 2024 brought something new, critical acclaim that matched her commercial dominance. Her performance in Emilia Perez, performed entirely in Spanish, earned universal praise. And at the Golden Globe Awards, she won Best Actress in a Motion Picture Musical or Comedy. Standing at that podium, holding the award, she thanked her family, her heritage, and everyone who believed in her when Hollywood kept offering only limited roles. It was validation, proof that box office dominance and artistic respect can coexist. The Empire's bottom line net worth between 40 and 50 million Avatar franchise earnings alone, exceeding 35 million real estate portfolio worth over 30 million annual endorsement income from L'Oreal, Calvin Klein, and others topping 5 million. Her production company, Sinistar Pictures, founded with sisters Cicely and Marielle, develops projects featuring diverse voices, ensuring income streams continue long after acting roles decrease. A legacy written in light $15 billion in box office receipts. 4 of the 10 highest grossing films ever made. Representation for every Latina girl who never saw herself saving galaxies. 3 multilingual sons being raised to understand their heritage as strength. Zoe Saldaña's lavish lifestyle wasn't given to her. It was forged through tragedy, built through discipline, and earned through talent that refused to be limited. The little girl who lost her father at 9 years old, danced through grief, fought through Hollywood's barriers, and emerged as the most commercially successful actress in history. The mansions, the cars, the jewelry, the fashion. They're not just luxury, they're proof of what's possible when tragedy doesn't break you, when limitations don't define you, when you refuse to stop dancing. This is the empire of Zoe Saldaña, and she's just getting started.